Hi guys, welcome to the wrap up for the 21-day healthy living challenge. We made it. I'm so excited, and I'm so thankful that we are here to this day. Thank you guys for being here, for being a part of my channel. Like I always say, I truly appreciate all of the participation and comments, and just even if you just watch the videos, I just appreciate you so much. So today I just wanted to kind of wrap it up. It's the last day of the month and the last day of the challenge. Just a great way to kind of go back over some of the highlights, some of the challenges, and then just talk about some food options for you going forward. Also, I wanted to share my results after doing the challenge, and of course, we're gonna pick the winner of the challenge. If you guys didn't know, we had just a little thing going where if you commented below, I put a secret word in the video, and when you commented the word below, then I was like, okay, that's an entry into the challenge. So I'm gonna basically pick a name, good old fashioned pick a name, and then I will announce the winner. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Yes, that's right. Go ahead and click it. And I would love to be a part of your YouTube group of people that you watch, and hit the notification bell as well. That way you'll be updated every time we do challenges or any kind of content on my channel. So make sure you do that first. I wanted to read to you the scripture today. This was the scripture for the last scripture for this challenge for this week. And I tried to pick scriptures that are just super encouraging, and this one really encourages me. And it says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Isaiah 40:31. That means so much, because when you just have that faith, it carries you. It really does. And that's kind of like what I want to liken the challenge to. I had a faith that we were going to be able to do this, and look at where we're at on the other side of it. If you're just joining in on this and you're coming across this video and you haven't had a chance to do the challenge, I encourage you to go to the playlist. I've taken time to actually sort through and make sure that every single video is there from day 1 to 21. And that way you can just go on through it and get a good workout, get some good motivation. So it's not too late. Just because we're on the wrap up video and you didn't do it with us while we were doing it, that's okay. You can still do it. So there were a few challenges I wanted to share with you, just so, I like to be transparent. This was my first major challenge that I tried to do on my channel, and, longer than maybe 5 days or with a group of people. This is like the first one I tried to do on my own. And I would say that I learned a lot. Why did you guys let me get on there looking so crazy sometimes? That's one thing that you got the raw me, okay? I'm trying to get these videos out for you guys day after day, and keep in mind, I am a mom, a wife, I'm trying to run a household, I work, I have a couple businesses, like I'm just trying to make it, but I want to put this as a priority because the Lord dropped it in my spirit to do, and I wanted to do it, to be obedient and to follow through. So that was one thing I would say is just, it was tougher than I thought it would be putting out videos day after day. I was like, okay, this is like where you hire people type stuff, okay? And we're not there, but you know what? When you have faith as small as a mustard seed, that is definitely a goal, to get to the point where that's not the issue, editing and things like that. I mean, even to the last day, it was almost like the enemy did not want me to get this video out. And a lot of times I would come up against things where the videos were getting out really late at night. Even, like I said, the last one, I gotta show you. My mouse that I edit with, it fell out of my daughter's lap. I was doing her hair. It fell and it completely broke. And, I have a laptop, and for some reason, my videos weren't uploading there, so we had to like troubleshoot, and and then not to mention, on the way home, prior to that, I almost got in a car accident. Yeah, it was like the car was, and I'm like, oh no, went into prayer mode, and of course praise mode when everything was okay. So we gotta know that when we're trying to do things for the Lord, you just gotta focus on Him. You can't think about any of the negatives or any of the things that are trying to stop you or what have you. So that was just challenges. There were just daily challenges. I really found that planning is very key, because you don't want to just have something that is done halfway. And that was a challenge, like I said, with my schedule and things. I didn't want to, just do it and not do it to the best. So I think going forward, if I were ever, when I do it again, I would just, want to grow from this. This was just kind of like a newbie thing. So I really, really thank you guys for just hanging in there and trying to follow along, and all that kind of stuff means a lot to me. The positives were, it definitely increased my faith. It taught me that when you set out to do something, you really need to lean on the Lord and have faith that you're gonna see it through. And by getting to, that's why I was so excited in yesterday's video, day 21, because I'm like, wow. I gotta tell you, I was like day 6 or 7, I'm thinking like, what did I just get myself into? Okay, because day 1 through, I think it was even like day 5. I'm thinking like, oh, we got this, daily workouts. I mean, working out was not the issue. Like I'm trying to say, it was editing, it was posting, it was, all of that logistic type of stuff. So I was just so thankful that it taught me having faith, because I really had to lean on the Lord even through that part of the process. And then of course, the other challenge that I didn't mention, which is also a positive, is the eating. Okay, I was telling you guys in, I think it was day 7's video, that food had become a stronghold last year. I mean, I've gained the most weight I've ever had in my life without being pregnant. And it's all in front of everybody. So that is a challenge in itself. But then being disciplined, going back to the discipline that I knew and sticking with it, because you guys hold me accountable, just like I want to hold you guys accountable for your food choices. So that was definitely a challenge, but a positive, because it kind of kick-started me back into eating right. It was like that sacrifice that you make, holding back on making those poor choices. And then it's almost like it goes through that period of time where it's really, really, really hard. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what was I doing? I don't need all that sugar. I don't need all that stuff. I mean, there was a period of kind of like, an addiction, almost like you have to break. But once you get past that, and that's what I got through this, that was a positive. I feel like I've turned a corner finally, So that is a positive as well. It was a challenge as well, but it definitely is a positive. Another positive is it showed me that, I'm capable of more than I think. And it pushed me to, stretch myself. And so I hope with you guys in doing the workouts that you have more positives than the negatives, or more positives than the challenges. So I just thought I'd share that. I mean, makes no difference maybe to you, but it's just like, you guys are my family now, so I have to share what I go through, okay? I want to share with you what it was like for me doing this challenge. So it also means so much to me. It's a positive to get to this point, because it's like a baby, watching it go through and just seeing where, hey, next time we'll do this, or next time I won't do this. It just allowed me to pull from it, most definitely. So, and finally, before I announce the winner, I've already got the names in my bag. I wanted to just share a couple food ideas that may help you continue on. I did say that I was gonna post different food ideas throughout this challenge, and I did that mostly on my Instagram channel. So if you don't have my Instagram, make sure you get it and get on there, add me. I do, stories, a little bit more personal type stuff. I tried to add some of the food things I was eating throughout the 21 days and just stuff like that. So make sure you add me on Instagram, Joyful Praise Fitness. Also, of course, TikTok, Joyful Praise Fitness. I'm even on Facebook. I kind of didn't make it about Facebook this time. I just kind of tried to do all my social medias, and like I said, that's where you gotta hire somebody. So that kind of got hard after a while. So I kind of didn't cater to Facebook as much as I did with the previous challenges we've done. Also, you can find me on Cash App. That's right, Cash App under nydabeth, and that's nydabeth. If you feel it upon your heart and you'd like to donate to Joyful Praise Fitness, that is the Cash App name right there. So another positive of this challenge was the journaling. I would say positive and kind of, I wish I would have done more of, my intention was to put God first in the mornings, and of course with the prayer and the reading of the word, that's pretty standard, but I wanted to journal more. So that was a challenge that I did a little bit of, but I hope that you were able to do more journaling, just developing a closer relationship with God, making God a priority as we go through January and going into the new year, or the year, I should say. I just wanted this challenge to really make it a priority to put your health, your fitness, but definitely your relationship with Christ first, because that's what's going to carry you through the year, okay? And help you get to your goals and whatever else is going on in your life. That is going to really help you. That's just really going to help you. And so I hope that that's something that you were able to do, just starting fresh. I've been learning about the power of firsts. It's not about doing things, I'll do that later for Jesus, or I'll, pay my tithes later, or I'll do this later. It's about putting him first, and then everything else will line up. So that's why I really like to do things in January, to help start your year out right and to start on a positive note. If anything you get from my channel, if you don't like my workouts, if you don't like whatever, you're gonna get some positivity, okay? And I hope that you'll feel that, and that will empower you to be positive in your own life. But of course, I hope I'm inspiring you to move every day, or, get your relationship right with the Lord. So that is something that was, I pray that you were able to get through this challenge. All right, guys, so I wanted to share with you my results. Let's see, where did I write them? It's not like a major result, but it's a start. Like I said, new year, okay? So I was getting up there. Like I said, I was the biggest that I've been without being pregnant. So it's like, a lot of that had to do with just, we purchased our home last year, and as blessed as that was, it brought on some new different things that, began to eat to take away some of the stressors, which is like, sometimes you just gotta get it back right. It's not, we're not supposed to be stressed, but it's a journey for everyone, right? So just some changes, after I lost my parents. I know you can go back and see that video when I lost my dad. I was a daddy's girl. So I think just 2022 was just all kind of came together, and it just tacked on with the weight. So I was able to get down 8 pounds, guys. Whoop, whoop. That's not a lot. We were doing a lot of cardio, and I'm starting to learn my body is wanting more strength training. And that is going to be a challenge we'll probably talk about more moving forward, because I'm very cardio oriented. I mean, I love my cardio. You guys know I used to teach Zumba, I did my mixed fit, I did, all of the cycle, like all the active classes, HIIT and everything. So it's kind of like I have to, transform my thinking. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop doing that on my channel, but for my personal body, I noticed that the cardio alone things are starting to change with my body. And that is probably a video we'll do, some of the things I've been learning. I definitely wanna share with you on that. But I don't wanna bore you any longer, because it's time to pull the winner. And I gotta tell you guys, I appreciate you understanding, like I said, my lifestyle, being busy. I had every intention of getting these videos out mid-morning, morning, and it seemed like every time they got out late at night. But nonetheless, they are there in the playlist for you to go back and partake in all of these wonderful exercise videos, okay? And you guys are awesome. Just doing them the next day, whenever that happens, just add it to your morning routine or do it the next day. But we did it, y'all. We did it. Okay. I'm so excited. And I just want to say one more thing. I put the names down, okay? So I went through all the videos and I saw everyone that commented. But it wasn't just comments, it was the secret word of the day. And then of course, if I didn't mention a word for that day, then I just added whoever participated in that day. So definitely try to make it kind of fun. Okay guys, I really am trying to mix it up. There's a lot of names in here, I just want to show you. I cut them up individually on little pieces of paper. Winner gets the $50. Probably be like either a gift card or however is best for you. And one of my journals. So here we go. I just wish I could get everybody a prize, because I really appreciate everybody that participated. Share these videos because, I would like for more people to be involved. But as far as like everybody that did, thank you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm pulling. I'm just gonna pull. Yay! You had obviously the most entries. Like if you go back on the videos, you'll see like she commented on everyone. So, I mean, every single one of them. So thank you I'm happy you won. I mean, you deserved it because you definitely were dedicated so I'm very happy you won, because that makes me happy. I would have, but I was fair. I put everybody, even if you just did one video, I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance. But it's fitting that you were able to win because you definitely participated the most. So thank you, Crystal. I'll be reaching out to you, and that's Crystal Harrison. Yay, so you and the funny thing is, I think Crystal has won before at something. I think we did a challenge, was that in October? Either the no sugar challenge last year, or was that last year or the year before? But anyway, that's on my channel somewhere too. So I'll be reaching out to you. You'll have a new journal for the new year. So that works out. But yay, I'm so happy. Thank you so much, guys. And before we go, I just wanted to give you some food options to help that have helped me through this challenge. So here are some tips for your eating that might help you as you go forward, and that helped me through the journey to lose it wasn't a whole lot of weight. I was hoping for at least 10 pounds. It was 8, but I am glad that I'm, you know, getting better eating habits. So number 1, I cut out sugar and honey. That is a big one I mentioned in, I think it was day 19 when we went on the bike ride, that dumping a bunch of honey in my tea every morning, you know, but now it's just like, it's either plain or I'll do the, I call it fake sugar. But you know, just to have that warm tea, but not, and I'm drinking more green tea too. So that is one thing that you can kind of change in your diet. Number 2, I would say cut out candy and sugary treats. We were like buying Oreos all of a sudden. I would turn around and there's like packages of Oreos, like why, you know? And then just, you know, every little occasion, you know, go to the movies, you go here, you go there, you just want a little treat, but it adds up, and it's just like taking that out will make a big difference. So I would say stopping that. Of course, you can add fruits and then crunchy, you know, cutting out chips. That was another thing I cut out. A lot of the saturated fats and bready things as well. So I would say breads, chips, things like that. Cut it out, right? And then I found that when I tried to substitute it with something that made me feel like, okay, I'm having a treat, like something crunchy. It may not be chips, but it was crunchy. That satisfied me. So you just have to think of food more as a fuel as opposed to, oh man, I want a treat. You know, that way you're not always seeking out something. So I would also say I eliminate it, like number 4, I guess, would be drinks. You know, all the things I used to do before, I just threw out the window. I started drinking like a lot of juice. And then of course that tea, it just like, I would have a couple cups a day. Like, you know, cutting out the extra liquids. That is good, and just drinking more water. You know, don't try to fight it. You know, I tried to fight water. I really did. I'm not water, my daughter says, well, how do you not like water? It doesn't taste like anything. But for some reason, water and I have to really make it a point to drink water. So that is something I also changed. So yeah, that would be like number 5, right? Drink more water. It's, you know, it helps fill you up. You're not always just, because sometimes you're not really hungry. You just need to drink more water through the day. Another tip I would say is eliminating, I would say is portion control. So definitely portion control. You don't always need seconds. It just depends, you know, nice portion of fish or a nice portion of chicken, instead of just, oh man, that was so good, I'm gonna go get back for seconds. Like that just became like a habit. Ooh, that was good, let me go get some more. Like, watch it there. You don't need seconds. I mean, so yeah, I just wanted to share those things with you. And then some of the foods that, like I was big on my celery with the peanut butter and raisins. I would also do apples. That was my crunchy feel. Substituted for sweet potato chips, which I guess they're still kind of like chips, but definitely less calories, less saturated fat. So every once in a while I would do that. Definitely lighter breakfast, like cereal. I had gotten away from that. I felt like, oh, breakfast time, I need to make the whole shebang. You know, sometimes you don't have to go so heavy every meal. It was tricky because I do like my bread. So I cut that out and, you know, just would have stuff like more potatoes, just a small, like little white potatoes. And then I did mention before the chipotle sauces and ketchups and all those added sauces that are so yummy. I was able to cut those out. And instead I would do like salsa, or I would just have stuff plain. Like it doesn't always have to have a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. So those are just little things you can do. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the journey through this 21-day healthy living challenge. It's been fun. I'm so happy. I'm going to continue to eat well, so I hope that you will too. And let's keep our workouts going. Let's keep lifting the name of Jesus. Again, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time. God bless.